Tymon Sanders is working, helping the North Caddo Rebels perfect their craft, hoping to close out his senior year hanging a state championship banner.
He's a leader. He's very athletic, and of course, he played football. He has that mentality. He's tough. He's tough-minded.
But for Tymon, even being on the court is a miracle. On Christmas Day 2016, everything changed for Sanders.
We were just in the yard just talking, and then I seen my cousin and a dude that we been in tour with, and I seen them arguing, so I went over there and stopped them from arguing.
Later that day, Sanders met up with his cousin at the Monterey Hills apartment complex to get his hair cut. That's when the group of men his cousin had been arguing with showed up.
The dude that he was in tour with pulled up, then he got the car. He was there waving his gun. He looked at me, he looked at my cousin, then he just started shooting.
One of the errant bullets struck Sanders in his left leg.
I ain't feel it. I ain't feel nothing at first.
He was rushed to the hospital.
And the doctor was like, calm down, calm down. Then they told me to take a deep breath, and that's when I started feeling it for real. They told me to calm down, because I had my adrenaline rushing, so I couldn't feel it at first.
He was lucky. The bullet barely missed his femoral artery, which could have resulted in death. Sanders had his life, but
I don't think he'll play football no more.
He was told his sports career was over.
I really wanted to die at that time. I didn't even care about life, because I couldn't play football, and then not that I wasn't going to be able to walk no more.
So he had a choice: accept his fate, or, like his team mascot, be a rebel.
One night I was just sitting, just thinking what if I just get up and walk? And then my girlfriend, she was like, get up. And then I got up. She started walking with me. I started back walking.
The rehab process was grueling.
It was pretty hard, I ain't gonna lie.
But the hard work paid off. Just weeks after getting shot, Sanders returned to the courts.
It was joy. It was because I never thought I was gonna be able to do nothing no more.
Now a full year has passed since the shooting, and as Tymon's senior season wraps up, the point guard sports a new perspective.
I don't even go around stuff involved with people getting into it no more and all that.
Reporting with the Rebels, I'm Brad Cesak. Mo Muhammed, Mo for short, is navigating through his first year with the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
I felt like I've been able to find my place in this team, as a motor, as an energy guy. So then I'm fighting a little bit.
The junior's journey to Ruston has been a long one, and it started over 6,000 miles away in Suleja, Nigeria.
Where I grew up in the state, I'm from Niger State, so it was only 3 people that played basketball in all that state.
Growing up in Suleja, Mo experienced his fair share of hardships, even enduring poverty as a child.
Oh yeah, it was pretty rough. It was.
At times, not even having clean water to drink.
It was one time in school that we didn't have enough water to drink, that we had to go to the streams, and the water was so bad that we had to use our shirt as a filter, and you had to use the shirt to cover your mouth and drink through it, and it was that bad, and the water was stinking, but you had to drink it because you don't you're gonna die of thirst. So it was pretty rough.
Sports have always been an outlet for Mo. It hasn't always been concentrated on basketball.
I'm straight soccer guy, if Tech had a soccer team, I feel like I can go in and I just dominate right now.
Eventually, he found his way to the hardwood, and after a year of playing the sport, was invited to participate in the Basketball Without Borders camp, a venture led by the NBA and FIBA.
It was just an eye-opener. The whole trip, my heart was just beating fast, honestly.
Mo made his mark, earning all-star honors at the camp, and in 2014 was able to use basketball to move to the United States. Let's just say the experience was mind-blowing.
Thinking about it now, it was really funny. The first time I saw Walmart, I remember I was about to walk into the entrance, and I saw the open by itself, and I was like, whoa.
Mo's basketball career continued in the JUCO ranks, first at the College of Southern Idaho, and then in Louisiana at Bossier Parish Community College. That's where Louisiana Tech head coach Eric Conkle took notice.
We were looking for somebody that could rebound the basketball, play with some versatility, and he does all those things.
Muhammed is now a key member of the Duncan Dogs and is on pace to become the first Tech basketball player to earn an engineering degree. As for the overall goal,
I have plans to one day go back home, have a clinic or an organization that like expose kids to like, you know, just the ideas of like, hey, with basketball you could do so much. So it's like, if I can take this opportunity back to them, you know, who knows what, you know, that can do for like my little city or like my country. So yeah.
Reporting in Ruston, I'm Brad Cesak.
It brings life to us. It's definitely fun to have him here, and we need him.
Bobby Baker is a senior point guard for the Southwood Cowboys.
My role is to get other guys involved, make sure the coach isn't talking like, make sure he's not mad.
Baker, though, wasn't always accustomed to playing within that role.
Going through a variety of coaches that came through the program, I haven't learned how to play certain roles, and I didn't know that you had to, play a role in this type of game.
He struggled to adapt. In following a disagreement with head coach Eddie Hamilton, the senior was dismissed from the team.
It never was meant to, take him away from the team permanently. It was more so to give him opportunity to see how much of an opportunity it is to be a part of a group. There's 1,600 kids in this school, and we have 12 guys playing varsity basketball. And I guarantee there's 100 more guys that want to play.
The decision was eye-opening for the point guard.
During that time, I just learned a lot of stuff about me that I can improve as a young man in the future.
And after missing 5 games, Baker was allowed back on the team, sporting a new perspective.
It's not even about basketball. It's about fixing yourself as a young man, as a person from the inside, so you won't bring out negativity to others.
Now, embracing his role, Baker has turned into a leader for the Cowboys.
That's why I call him the engine. This car can't ride without our engine. And since he's been back, he's a big part of our identity.
Reporting in Shreveport with the Cowboys, I'm Brad Cesak. Quarterback is the most important position on an offense. After all, they touch the ball pretty much every play. But over on the Cooper Road, Green Oaks QB Keith Baker has more responsibilities than most.
Hey, Billy Red, ready? Boom, at 15, doing what he's doing, leading 3A with #1 quarterback. We love the kid to death.
Keith Boom Baker is just a sophomore, but the Green Oaks QB has the Giants squarely in the playoff race.
What makes him special is he's a student of the game. He comes in during the week, he prepares well, and he's focused. He's a different kind of kid.
What makes him different from other quarterbacks?
Good catch, TJ.
Baker, at just 15 years old, calls his own plays.
42-34, 42-34.
Now, when Coach Isaac first came up to you and said, Keith, we're going to let you call the plays, what was going through your head?
I just thought about the plays, the right play that I'm going to call at the right time.
Coach Isaac says he and Keith discuss concepts on the sidelines, but the play calls themselves are left up to the young QB.
Smash, smash, smash.
So you're out there running the offense. What's your favorite play to call?
My favorite play is Gator. The slide guy goes, outside got 5 yard in is my favorite play, Gator.
Coach Isaac's trust in Keith has paid off.
It's just Vegas.
Baker leads all of 3A in passing yards.
Sky's the limit for this kid. This kid can do it all. I mean, he has total command of the offense, so basically we just let him run with it.